Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the Traxion channel for another Traxion live stream. And this time, I'm not on my own. I am, as I have been for the, well, not the last iRacing stream, but the one before that and a few other streams in the past, joined by my fellow old Scot, the one and only Pete St Rostopher. I think that's what you go by today.
Yeah, okay. I'll accept that.
Pete St Rostopher.
I'm more annoyed with you describing me as old.
Well, you know, I just thought, I thought, you know, honesty is the best thing, and I had already said as the little start card for the stream, I did say two old Scots, so I was actually throwing myself in that category as well, just to make you feel better. But obviously,
right,
it might not have made you feel better, considering you are older than me still. So if I'm old, then Jesus, you're in trouble.
Yeah. Well, on that kind of somber note.
Anyway, old man, what are we doing today?
We are driving the Indy NXT car, which is the IL-15.
I think so. The IL-15,
Yeah.
the Indy Lights 15, maybe. What used to be
The
Indy Lights is now Indy
IL-15, I
NXT.
think it is.
Yeah, that sounds
And we're
about
doing
right.
it around St Petersburg, and so far, going by how the practice form has gone, it's going to be an interesting one.
It certainly is. So this is an official race on iRacing, but we are in week 13. So let me just be clear for anyone joining that doesn't play iRacing regularly. Every iRacing season contains 12 weeks where you have a different circuit and different combination each week, and you can take part in all these official races. But on week 13, essentially, you get a week off of the serious stuff. And for a week, iRacing releases new content, which you can try out. It has some sort of fun races that go on, and all the different combos change every day. And it's basically just a bit of a period to relax if you're a serious iRacer. Ross and I dabble in a bit of iRacing every now and then, as you know, and we're quite similarly matched. And we thought, you know, with the new content coming out, St Petersburg, a track that we both really like watching in IndyCar and all these series, finally coming to iRacing, we thought we'd just jump on and do some racing. But at the moment, as you can maybe see, even though this is technically an official session that we're doing here in the Indy Lights, there are only 4 of us, so it's not actually going to count. I don't think it's going to count towards driver ranking or iRacing, I should say, on iRacing, sorry, and safety ranking.
My goodness.
So, yeah, we're just going to have fun with it, and I'm basically going to use this to show you St. Petersburg. I don't think Ross and I have ever been in the same split or in the same race on iRacing somehow. So that's going to be fun. Bragging rights up for grabs, but obviously we both just need to try not to bin it as well. And just one more thing on that as well. These are going to be short, sharp races. They're, I think, what, 8-minute races? No, sorry, 2 laps of qualifying, 15-minute races. But there are races every half hour, so we'll be trying to get... I don't know if we'll be able to fit in, you know, consecutive races. I don't know if we'll be able to get in and out of this split in half an hour, but I think it's doable. 3 minutes, yeah, so it's 11 minutes for practice and quali, 15 for the race. So if we're really quick, Ross, we can leave and register for the next event very quickly. So fingers crossed. So yeah, basically when the race finishes, we just need to quit and quickly try and launch the next one. But one more thing as well, we'll not just be doing St. Petersburg Indy Next with only a few drivers. We also are going to do some Adelaide racing and Porsche Cup cars because there are far more people signed up for those races. And even though it's not new content, it's new to me. I've never raced the Porsche, and I'm yet to actually race at Adelaide, even though we made a video on it. So that's very exciting, and yeah, that's going to be chaotic. But we'll do that after St. Pete.
Yeah, it's also kind of wishful thinking on your part. Assuming that we're actually going to finish a 15-minute race around St. Pete.
Yeah. I mean, we got to try, right? Like, I think we're going to have to take it easy to start with, because these cars are actually surprisingly terrifying and easy to bin it, especially on the bumps of St. Pete. It is fixed setup, so we're going to get out on circuit and do 2 laps of qualifying. Hopefully everyone does quali early, and then we can get on with the race. Because there's also like before the race starts, obviously, Ross, there's like a couple of minutes of cool down for people to join, and then there's a formation bit, and then there's the final lap of the race. So actually, to do half an hour here is going to be really difficult. So I'm hoping everyone just fires on with quali instantly, and then maybe we can make it to the next race.
Right. Cool.
So
I take it qualifying as like solo qualifying.
Yes.
Is there a lap limit?
Yes, there's only 2 laps. So you've got 1 lap on cold tyres, or an out lap, then 1 lap on cold tyres, and then 1 lap on cold tyres.
Okay, so I'll just take it nice and easy. Key is, you don't want to start at the back of such a big grid. So
Yeah.
because then your race is ruined. You're not going to like get your way through.
I don't know.
Oh,
I might do a
fun.
last to first challenge, or maybe a last to podium challenge. Afternoon Motorsport UK Esports. I'm assuming it's Paul. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you on the stream. Terj is now an IndyCar fan as well with Dennis Hauger, so he did amazingly at St Pete the other week. He incredibly qualified in the top 4, which I'm hoping to replicate here today. Of course, he was in the actual IndyCar, not the Indy NXT, making his debut. We do have push to pass. I don't know what the rules are. I can't remember. I have raced these cars before. I've actually raced them on stream before, but I still have no idea how things are working. So we probably get no push to pass in qualifying, I'd imagine.
I've already got rear wing damage.
Oh, Ross. This car has a turbo, and that's what kills you on this circuit because it's bumpy. When the turbo spools up and you don't have tire temp, it's so easy to just lose the rear, basically. But we will, of course, I'll talk you through the track a bit more once we actually get into the race here. We've only got 2 laps of quali, so I'm going to try and focus a little bit for these laps, and then we'll chat more.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's suboptimal having less rear downforce.
Really? I've already touched the wall on my quali lap.
Yeah, no push to pass on qualifying.
Ugh.
That's a shame.
Oh, cold tyres are horrible. I've not actually done a lap. Not done a lap since about an hour ago. And I was struggling then, so it's gonna be tricky.
Yep, I'm just basically circulating to get a lap time. This is quite sketchy. You've got to be so careful first 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah, it's lethal, isn't it, early on?
Yeah. So lethal.
Nope, missed the apex. Don't quite know my braking points yet. I've not done enough prep, but we'll obviously work that out in our little race coming up.
There's the flag, it's over.
What have you done?
I just finished the lap.
Oh, you just survived.
Yeah.
Right, Ross, we are rear of grid here, but pace-wise, I think we're there or thereabouts. I mean, obviously you just circulated, but I'm actually only 4/10 off the pole, so I think all of us should be relatively closely matched.
All right.
Hey, Cameron, how's it going? Good to see you. I think it looks like everyone's in the race, so we're gonna just jump straight to grid and go for it here.
Oh boy.
I don't know the push to
Not time
pass
for
rules.
a pee.
No time for a pee.
No, is there?
Well, maybe. Are you? You probably can. You can just start from the toilet. I mean the pit lane. Terj, yes, they are. Oh, we're gonna have to. I think it might be is it a full formation lap? Oh, I hope not. It doesn't matter, guys. Honestly, if we don't, the first race we'll be able to feel whether or not we can do this in half an hour and get into the next race. If not, it's fine. We'll just be able to practice or play around in other cars and all that. So it's really not the end of the world. But we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, good to see you, Cameron. Terj, yeah, so I believe I raced this car on stream around Laguna Seca back in the day. I think it was I say back in the day, literally the week that it launched, which wasn't that long ago. And I really enjoyed them there, but they were tricky, they were flighty. The turbo's the biggest issue, but at Laguna they stuck quite well. Around here, obviously Laguna, it's not exactly the most flat circuit in the world, but it's not nearly as bumpy as St Pete. And I enjoyed it, but it was challenging, and then this, I think, is exactly the same, but more extreme. I don't know if... I'll have to wait and see if I enjoy it more than Laguna. I do like St. Pete as a track, but it is a tricky street course, so it's the sort of track that's rewarding when you nail a clean lap, but not necessarily rewarding in that, you know, every corner flows beautifully and everything like that. It's one of those that's more... It's more rewarding when you manage to get your limit and get close to the walls and carry the speed, if that makes sense. So it's definitely a challenging place. I see Ross alongside me. I like your Jackie Stewart helmet there, Ross.
I beg your pardon? Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think I've had that for like as long as I've had an iRacing subscription. I just found it one day. I was like, oh yeah, I want a bit of tartan on the helmet just to underline my patriotic roots.
Didn't know where that was going. We've got 65 seconds, I think, of push to pass, but it's only a 15-minute race, so we've got a minute of push to pass to use. What's that? And it's a minute per lap. So, yeah, I'm not going to do...
Remember, no brake dragging. That's illegal.
The walls are too close for me to do maths right now.
I have to say, your livery is quite cool.
Hey! Yeah, you guys on stream can't see this, but I'm running the cool livery from the 90s kart series. The old Paul Tracy, Dario Franchitti job, which is fantastic. I'm just warming the rears by accelerating, but I'm probably going to stick it in the wall by doing this.
Yeah.
Right, my aim, and I said this last time I streamed iRacing and literally binned it myself on the third corner, or the second corner. My aim is to survive the first few laps, get tyre temperature, and then race. But I don't want to lose too much ground to the two in front. I don't care about Rostopher. I think Ross is in the same boat as me, so...
You quite rightly shouldn't care.
We'll just have to see how it goes. Yeah, Turge is absolutely spot on. Can be fun, can be DNF. Sorry, Ross.
Yeah, I'm just going to do the same, just warm up tyres gradually and then see what happens. Give it like 2 or 3 laps and then try some quicker laps.
Yeah.
Build a little bit of confidence. This is going to be like one of those memes, isn't it? Like 3 seconds later.
Yeah, it is definitely. We've got Target Chip Ganassi car on pole as well, so we're all reliving the glory days of kart. Right, get your predictions in. Who's going to win out of me and Ross, and what position are we going to finish? Watch the turbo on the start, Ross. Oh, we're going.
I'm short shifting.
We're going. I'm being told to catch up, but I'm flat out.
I can't see you.
Wide berth, sir.
You're right to do so.
Right, get settled in. Now this could be the most epic race you've ever seen, or it could be a total procession where we drive around here.
Going for the latter.
No, I want to try and see if we can stick with these two, because I don't know what the outright pace is, but I know that I can hopefully go quicker. .4 off the lead though, 1.9 off of P2. At this stage, tyres coming in slowly. Oh, massive understeer.
Same.
Right, push to pass. No, I didn't use it properly. Oh, horrible understeer turn 1. Good way to learn the track, this, though. It's that double right-hander. The first one sort of leaves you confident and you go, ah, okay, this is actually not so bad, I can carry speed. And the second one of those double right-handers, or the second part of it, it kind of lures you into going faster than you can. I don't know, it feels like, I always feel like I'm going to have more there than I do, and then there's a big bump,
yeah,
and it throws you off.
So tricky.
Right, push to pass out the hairpin. Can't touch that curb through the exit of turn 1 because it will throw you into a spin, as I've discovered in practice. There's also a bit of wall that totally jolts out there on the run down this straight. So you got to be careful you don't run too close to the wall. Oh, that is a scrape. Right, get pushed past Gone again. Just a little burst. Braking a little bit early for some of these corners, but just trying to get that gap down to Jagger. Jagger Jones, what a name.
He's got those moves like Jagger.
Certainly does. All right, 2.2 seconds over the line. That's the gap we're going to watch. 2.3 over the line, sorry. Going to brake a little later into turn 1. Carry a bit more speed in. Bit more brave on throttle when the tyres come up to temperature. Almost flat through there now.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh dear.
Oh, still alive.
Have you decided?
Just dead inside. Ours seems to be okay though.
I've got lap times up for those of you watching as well, so you can see how we're doing lap time wise. I'll leave them up for now. That's the scary bit. That's the wall that jolts out. Alright, come on. 2.1 second gap to the car in front, so we're very similarly paced. I just need to find a bit more now that I'm gaining confidence. Don't hit the wall. Too early on the brakes there for sure. So I will try and talk you through a little bit of a lap of this track now. Obviously you're watching me drive it, so you're getting a flavour for it, but crazy. Honestly, St Pete is quite a well-known circuit to anyone who watches IndyCar over the years. Like, it's been the season opener for decades now, and it is it's a great circuit. I just did not even realise that you couldn't really drive this track anywhere in sim racing. Like, I just kind of took it for granted that I'm sure we'll be driving it somewhere. We would have been driving it in an IndyCar game that never came. But of course there will be an IndyCar game coming now, so that game's going to have it. Obviously iRacing's finally added it, probably in preparation for said IndyCar game. So we are getting to experience it finally instead of just watching it on TV. And it's like very narrow walls, concrete all the way around. It's very, very punishing on mistakes. And if you watch IndyCar, you'll know that, because the amount of drivers that stick it in the wall during practice sessions, stick it in the wall during races, it's a lot. It's also very difficult to overtake. You can do it, but there's also, you do see a lot of kind of controversy and drama with overtakes going wrong at this circuit. So I'll talk you through an actual lap next time, once we navigate this fast chicane. So patient through this last corner.
Yep, it's difficult.
Alright, bit of push to pass. I'm using a lot of it, but I just want to keep that gap down. So, first corner, you're braking just after the 400 board on the left, down to second gear, roll it in, kind of first apex, then you want to get on the power for the second one. Don't listen to what I'm saying is actually how to drive the track, because I'm still working it out. You're basically flat out through this kind of mini chicane, and then you've got to just lift a tiny bit through the right if you're not comfortable. I'm sure it's absolutely easy flat when you're actually in the groove with it and everything's working for you. Difficult right-hander that's not quite as tight as it looks, and then this left is so easy to go straight on and miss the apex there, because it comes so quickly after the right-hander. This is the kind of tricky double right where there's a huge bump right there in the middle, and that easily throws you into the wall on the left. The first part of that double right is a bit easier, the second part is deceiving and horrible. And you've got this run down the backstretch, flat out kink, brake just before the 300 board, probably at the 300 board when I'm a bit more confident. Again, power as early as possible. You've got this just about flat out right left here, if you get the line right, and then you're going to get straightened up for the braking zone for this horrible long right-hand hairpin, where you can either keep it tight or you can kind of do a sort of late, run it in deep, and then kind of V-shape it and power out. And that's all there is to it. So you're looking at like 1 minute and 6 seconds for a lap, 1 minute and 7 seconds. It's funny because a lap of St. Pete is actually quite... Oh no. I think we're okay. I've probably damaged the car a little there. I think a lap of St. Pete, Ross, is... it's a tiring lap. It feels like you've done quite a long lap, and it doesn't feel like it's a minute long because it's quite physical.
Yeah, it's an absolute workout.
I can't imagine what it's like doing an IndyCar race in real life around here, to be honest.
Mad.
But at some point I might abandon ship here and come and find Ross, because we're basically just matching Jagger, and it's an unofficial race anyway, so we're just here to have some fun.
My car's not handling that great, so...
How many walls have you hit?
All of them?
One thing I'm quickly learning about racing at St. Pete is there is absolutely no chance to check the chat. The straights aren't long enough, and even the ones that are almost long enough, there's walls either side that you can so easily be in, or you can miss a braking point.
Yes, this definitely requires a lot of concentration.
Have you used any push to pass?
Yeah. It's not done much.
I was going to say, have you passed anyone?
Done a lot of pushing.
Because whatever you're about to say, same. How many? Oh, we've got 5 minutes to go. Oh, it's tantalising. I can see the two in front of me. We're just too similarly matched. They're slightly quicker than me at the moment, so I might just back off and have a look at your wrecked car.
I think the wheels are bent.
I'll let you know. Hey, New York Vice, how's it going? Yeah, it is. It's tough. It's very, very tough. And in the Indy, I actually think, weirdly enough, driving the Indy car around here is, in some corners, is actually easier than driving the Indy NXT car. But the Indy NXT car is, it's rough.
Ooh.
Right, let's see how bent Ross's car is. It's just, I don't know, it's the turbo that makes it so tricky. Like, I'm having to be really cautious. And also the aero, it's hard to trust the aero with this car. Sometimes you get lots of grip, and other times you just feel sort of helpless. Ross locks up a tyre.
Yep, that happens a lot.
I'm liking you've got McGregor in big letters on the wing.
It's quite cool.
Right, how is racing at St. Pete? That's the question. Oh, you take that curb. I'm scared of it because I've spun a couple of times in practice. I'm absolutely terrified of that curb.
I've nothing to lose.
Well, rear wing.
Oh yeah. Ooh. It's really bad through here.
Yeah, you cannot overtake through there. So even
Just with a wonky car as well, it's so tricky.
Yeah, even though I had a great run, I couldn't go anywhere with it. Ooh. Sketchy, and I braked way too early because I didn't want to get it wrong because there's no margin and I couldn't see the braking markers.
Ooh.
Come on, turbo. Yeah, the curb is terrifying. I'll take the curb this time and we'll see what happens, just for a laugh. For the content, let's see what happens if I try and take that curb that Ross seems to be able to take. Not that one, this one. Okay, that was actually not too bad. Do you know, I tried that in practice and both times I died and I was like, no, I can't touch it.
Maybe a bit more rubber down now.
No.
Oh dear.
No, I've stalled it. I thought I was going to do a really cool jump start. Anyway. Okay, at least there's an escape road there. Come on.
You could probably still catch me, to be fair.
I caught something, but it was a wall. Right, 7-second gap in a few laps. Is it possible? I think I've hit the wall 3 times. Twice tiny hits, once a slightly bigger hit, but still is a 0x. So it can't have been too bad. And the car feels, I think, okay. I don't know if it's 100%. Alright, 1 minute to go. Go for a good lap. Whoa. That's such a tricky bit. Come on, I want my fastest lap. I'll get it with a couple of crashes along the way.
Ooh, last lap coming up.
.106.8 with a crash.
Nice.
With push to pass, to be fair. Right, I found a bit of confidence with that curb now. You didn't miss anything at all, Ross?
Why is that?
As I say, you didn't miss anything.
Oh, okay.
Just wanted to let you know. So, I mean, I've got a huge amount of improvement to do around this circuit and also with this car, but there you go. Oh, we've got 2 minutes to get into the next race. Quick. Oh. Right, let's see if we can get straight into the next one. If there's enough people, and if not, we'll do the Adelaide one. Are you up for that?
Yep.
Right. Sorry, guys, it's going to be a quick rush to get into the next race. Well, yeah, the last lap was good. How many people are signed up? 1 person signed up, right? Don't do that. Ross, if you can get in the Adelaide one, let's do the Adelaide one for a laugh, and then we can check this out again later. Hopefully there's more people.
Porsche Cup race register.
34 people, yes please.
Continue.
I'm in. That was close.
I am also in.
40 seconds to spare. So that's why I'm glad we all qualified pretty quickly. Anyway. Hopefully you enjoyed the last lap. It's not the best line.
I just realised I'm going into a Porsche Cup race around Adelaide without any practice.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
Yeah, straight into qualifying as well. Yeah, I mean, maybe what we should have done, Ross, is, and to be fair, we'll see how many people want to do St Petersburg next, because if the races are really small, I think it's maybe better going for a a big Adelaide race. But maybe the next one, instead of jumping straight into a race, do a bit of practice. But let's just see how this one goes. Awaiting assignment to a server. I've been assigned a server. Right, what do I think of that then? Well, before I do that, let me just read the comments real quick, because I'm not going to have many chance. Oh, Jagger Jones is PJ Jones' kid. That is wicked. I did not realise that. Because, I mean, Jones is quite a common name, right? But, that's awesome. I used to watch PJ Jones on, well, basically I used, because I'm a bit sad, I would go back and watch all the old kart stuff from the 90s every so often and just kind of like go through the years. And that's really cool. That's really, really cool.
Nice.
Well, to be fair, I'm happy that I was almost hanging on to him. Maybe a couple of tenths off a lap. That was fine. And also, most of that was lost in the first lap when I was getting warmed up.
What was
really taking it easy.
What was the fastest lap?
Let me go find out.
Just off the top of your head. Is that 106?
Mine was a 106.8, I think.
Right.
Qualifying was a 106. I did a 106.9, second did a 106.7, and first did a 106.5 or something like that.
All right. We're actually, pace-wise, we're actually fine, I think.
Yeah.
I did a 107.2 with a slightly bent car, so...
Yeah, we just need to be race ready.
Yeah, with a bit more confidence. Should be there or thereabouts.
That's the thing. I was actually, if I was to jump back into that race now with a bit more confidence, obviously I was messing around at the end and kind of pushing my limits and trying curbs and all that stuff and making a few big mistakes. But if I was to jump back into that race again now, I have a bit more faith in the first lap instead of giving you all that room and braking really early for turn one and all this stuff. Then maybe I could have kept with them because I was basically like 3.5, 4 seconds off the lead and 2.5 seconds off the P2 when I backed off. So I'm not a million miles away.
Oh, you set me a setup for this, and I've not actually saved it.
Quick!
Thumbs.
This is probably gonna take longer anyway because the lap's a lot longer. So we're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna do this in less than 15 minutes. So basically, we can chill out a little bit with this one in terms of the rush, and then we can do a bit of practice after.
iRacing's UI is just so clumsy.
Now, I do have a quali setup, which I am using, which is from Go Setups. We do have... I hope it's still there in the description, and if not, I apologise. But we do have a link to Go Setups, or we should have a link to Go Setups in the description, if not somewhere on the website. But yeah, this is a Go setup for this race because I do not have the ability, time, or patience to spend hours making a setup. I barely spend 5 minutes preparing for these races in the current climate because there's so many different things going on, and it's week 13. So what I'm trying to say is if you want to be able to download fast setups, esports, safe, wet setups for all your favourite iRacing cars, or most of them anyway, you can get a subscription to Go Setups and do what I've done, which is literally just loaded in a setup. However, caveat, I've loaded in the qualifying setup and I've not done a lap on this at all, and we're going into qualifying with 2 laps. So it's going to be deadly, but it's going to be an experience, to say the least. This is going to be a proper race as well, guys, because we have 19 people in this split. Myself and Ross are both in the same split again. So it's going to be... This is going to be a proper race.
Oh, boy.
Right. Qualifying.
Yep. Good news. Got the setup. Applied it. Oh, man. This is just so wrong.
This is a bad idea. This one, Ross, is official. Just remember. Before you bid it.
Yeah, I think I'm better just staying at the back.
I'll see you there.
Such a bad idea.
We were talking about this earlier, because basically, guys, I wasn't sure whether I was going to be streaming today or tomorrow. I wanted to show off St. Pete as the new content. And usually we stream on a Friday, we have a video going out on the Thursday. There will still be a video going out today, even if I'm still streaming by 5 o'clock. I don't know if I will be. So the reason we switched and I ended up doing Thursday was basically because I saw the combos today, and it was St Petersburg and the Indy NXT, which I really wanted to try because I wanted to show you guys St Petersburg as a new bit of content. But also Adelaide and Porsche Cup cars I just thought sounded amazing. So basically this morning I messaged Ross and Ross was like, I want to do some iRacing with you. And we were trying to decide which day to do, and we both kind of settled that this was probably the way to go. So then I purchased the Porsche. I think Ross purchased the content as well. So this is like, yeah, this is jumping in at the deep end for sure. But we both love this track, so I've been very excited to try this personally. Not expecting to be near the front though, put it that way.
Or the middle.
Right. 2 qualifying laps. First one's a bit more of a banker, so let's just see what happens. But I absolutely love this circuit. We did a full video on it when it was released, which you should check out if you're interested in the history of that stuff. Cool. Now that is an invalid first lap over the curb, so we'll just use it as a tyre warm-up lap. I need to remember it's not an Indy NXT, I can actually use a bit more throttle. Right, turn 8 in the Porsche Cup car. Okay.
Turn 8 noises.
It's, I reckon it's flat if you get the line right. I feathered it, but stay in 5th.
Roger.
Right. 1 lap to make this count. Oh, I've missed it again. No! Alright, I'm joining you at the back of the grid, Ross. I can't get the first chicane right.
Welcome.
Horrible over the curbs. Don't want to take too much curb at all, do you? Right. Well, this is shocking, but we'll see what happens in the race. This is we'll treat this as the practice, and we'll go from there.
Ah, cut it chicane.
Just need more confidence in this car at the moment. It's got ABS, of course. I need to remember it's got ABS. I can lean a little bit more on the brakes, maybe. And traction control a little bit.
Yep.
That was too wide.
New for 2026.
Yeah, this is the 992.2 Cup car. Oh, that first
2.2,
corner's killed me. It's an invalid 120.8, so maybe a low 120 without that first chicane being terrible. I should have practiced it really on the slowing down lap. That was stupid. But yeah, we're going to be at the back of the grid, of course, with 2 invalid laps. 20.8, yeah, so we would be looking around about mid-pack probably if we got that lap in. Let's see. Oh no, Ross is like going to be 5 places ahead of me on the starting grid because he's actually got a lap in.
Because I'm such a demon qualifier.
Yeah. If this results table is upside down, we're doing really well.
That's Australia.
117.9. Let's have a little watch. I mean, honestly, I to do a 120 on a terrible lap where I missed completely missed the first chicane, that's fine with me. Because then, looking at this, you've got. Okay, those guys are out of reach, I'm sure, but the kind of mid-18s, high-18s, low 19, and then lots of people in the 20s, they're definitely within reach. So this should be a fun race, actually. Even if we're coming from the back of the grid, this should be a lot of fun. Let's see if we can do some overtaking at Adelaide. Yeah, it is, like, I think Adelaide is a lot more... this sounds ridiculous to say. Is it more forgiving than St. Pete?
Yeah.
I think it is. It's smoother.
No, I think especially the car.
Oh, yeah. Driving the Porsche is definitely... I can't imagine Indy NXT around here would be too easy. Yeah, I think this is probably a little bit more straightforward. But it is still Adelaide. It's still, like, very, very challenging. But this is I'm really looking forward to this one because I've not, as I say, this is the first time I've driven the Porsche Cup car. So first Porsche Cup race on a track I love but haven't raced on iRacing yet properly. And Ross is in the field as well. So the two of us are going to be near the back trying to pick our way forward a little bit. But this is not a race, fingers crossed, where we'll be running on our own. So yeah, it should be fun either way. And I think pace-wise, we'll see what happens in the race. But yeah, I think considering how poor those quali laps were, I think it's going to be okay. Everyone else could be saying the same, of course. Should we watch this guy's lap? It's probably too late now.
Right, I think I have got time for a pee this time.
Run! Yeah, you should be fine.
I don't see a countdown or anything like that, so I'm assuming it's because people are finishing the laps.
30 seconds remaining, and then it'll go to the gridding. The gridding process.
We'll have like a couple of minutes. Maybe.
Run!
Run!
100% Terj. Yeah, I need to use it more. I need to be, because I basically, I can't explain it, but because I went in so cold there from the Indy NXT, where you have to be so cautious on throttle, I think I was obviously just trying to get around, which I failed dramatically to do so. But I wasn't leaning on the car at all. I was sort of driving again within the car, trying not to spin up the tyres, trying to keep things neat and tidy, kind of just driving in an Indy NXT sort of way. So I need to sort that out. And just be a little bit more confident, because I think the pace will be fine, honestly. Oh, that's amazing. Tell him to run back. That would be funny. It's a little bit worrying that my my word is spreading through random neighborhoods across the country. What country are you watching from again, Terj? I have a country in mind where I think you're watching from, and I don't want to say it in case I'm wrong and I'm embarrassed. Oh, Benny, nice one. Oh, that's so cool. Norway. Okay, I would have been wrong. That's terrible. I'm sorry. I was gonna say Sweden. Amazing. Good friend of mine. Actually, you were watching, Terj. You know that I was away on a wedding holiday recently, visiting my friends who were getting married in Holland. They were on their honeymoon in Norway as well. So there you go, full circle. Had an amazing time. Oh, let's Ross, remember to load the race setup.
Oh,
I almost forgot. It's probably gonna have too much fuel in it, but I don't know, and I don't have time to work it out.
Does it not carry over? Can I exit and rejoin?
Oh, you can.
Exit?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and then you can quickly change it. I just don't know how much fuel's in it, so I don't even know if fuel is a thing, but I'm going to take the race setup anyway. Yeah, for me, this track is oh, is that a standing start? Ross, it's a standing start.
Right here. Ah, I missed the start.
Oh, no. Right, we're just going to go for it.
This might be a good thing, though. No, well, it's actually a terrible thing. I'm still out of the pits.
Pure focus to avoid any crashes. Unfortunately, Ross is in the pits, so hopefully you can still just get some practice in from the back.
Yeah, I'm in the race, so we'll see.
Oh, following through.
Barrier.
Oh, I've smacked turn 8 barrier as well. wow, I've never followed someone through turn 8 before, like as an online, and I got it horribly wrong. But hopefully the car is okay. Maybe slightly bent.
So I put the front left into the barrier and it says my rear wing's damaged. Oh,
interesting.
no.
You can probably repair it though. Right, come on. Car feels a little bit bent, but we'll just see what happens. I didn't have anyone telling me I had damage, so fingers crossed it's not so bad. Come on, we need to try and make progress now. Need to get turn 8 right though to make moves into the hairpin, that's the problem. Oh! Or do that. Thankfully I didn't get the best exit because I would have plowed straight into the back of that Porsche if I had. Right, this is going to be terrifying. Oh, we've made a little bit of car contact there, but I got 4x for it, but I really don't... Hang on. Focus. Oh! 2 bits of big contact. And we're dropped down again. Oh, this is tricky. It's absolute carnage. I don't really know how to unpick that right now. The red and white car I thought was going to just back out going into turn 8 a little bit more and just overlapped slightly. But I mean, clearly it was... I had a massive overlap, I just couldn't pull back across. And then into the hairpin, I didn't actually see the other one coming. I was too busy focusing on the braking zone and I wasn't actually looking in my mirror, so that was kind of my bad, but clearly I turned in on him, but maybe you could say it.
Terrible.
And I'm out. Oh well, Ross, do you fancy another wooden spin race?
Yep. iRacing! See this? You must slow down by X amount of seconds, because that's super realistic.
I got rear-ended big time, so I was just in the pack, and unfortunately it was like a cage fight, like 3 bits of contact in a lap.
Whereabouts are you?
I'm 6 seconds ahead of you.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I've got damage or not. It's really hard to tell. But I've had a couple of really big hits. Like, I had a sizable hit into the turn 8 wall on the first lap, which was totally just on me. I then had contact into turn 8 on lap 2. I had contact into the hairpin on lap 2. And then I got quite heavily rear-ended on that last lap in a braking zone. So I think I've probably got a bit of rear wing damage. Possibly some suspension damage. But the engineer hasn't said anything. Right.
Yeah, I've got a few bits of damage.
Right, come on. Time to practice. Car feels pretty good. Right, we want to try and get into like the 19s, ideally, even though it's race trim. Just that would be good. So let's just go for that. Not taking the bravery pill through turn 8.
Oh no, turn 8. I better watch because they're like a 17 incident disqualification kind of limit.
Yeah, I think I'm already at like 10 or something.
Crikey.
I'm guessing, but I think it must be.
I wondered how I was catching the guy in front. I thought I was doing really well.
Oh, it's a guy with damage.
Just overtook him. He's not got a front bumper. That would explain it.
That's better. Through turn 1.
Having fun.
Hey, well, at least we both essentially get to practice now.
Yeah. While our iRating plummets.
Perfect. Six seconds off P14, so it's not over. There can still definitely be crashes up in front. Oh, understeer. Big understeer. Can definitely go deeper into that hairpin. Alright, we're into the 19s though. Oh, person going out the pits. Fourth gear, I think, through the first chicane. There we go. That's what I wanted to do in qualifying. Bit more bravery in these corners, a bit later in, and trust the car's going to grip. Nope. Whoa, that was my bad. Oh, suddenly this battle is for position for P14, 15. I need to keep more confidence through turn 8 for sure. See if I can keep Lens behind us. Nope, too much curb. Qualifying's so important here. Brake late. Bit too late that time, maybe. All right, 5 seconds off P13, and we're Lens gone, so it's Ross behind me again.
No.
It's fair. Oh. Big snap. Yeah, too early on the brakes for the hairpin every time. I think I'm being... Generally, that's the issue. 5 seconds behind now, so it's coming. Oh. Okay, missed the apex there, but survived.
Oh, hey. Dagnabbit.
Three tenths can just go with one missed apex. 4 seconds off P13 now, 4 seconds off P12, so that's the target now. All of a sudden, 4 minutes to go. Oh, I just had to accept that there. I went for it. I'm trying to get as close to that inside wall as possible. I've just done exactly what all the supercars drivers did last year, or the year before last, and smashed it straight to turn 8, or the inside first, so. Thankfully it's iRacing and not real life, so I don't need to go to hospital. Anyway, I'm finding a bit of confidence now, so it's all good for the next one. 3 minutes left, and I've got a very bent Porsche now, but let's just see. Oh, very, very bent. Oh. This is the sketchiest driving I've ever done. My new enemy, turn 8, my favorite corner, and also, but like here I cannot have any control, even in a straight line, to avoid the walls. Hey Lewis, how's it going? It's just surviving now. Oh, there's a position potentially. I'm not going to take any risks because, guys, my steering is so bent. And here, look, it just starts. It's all over the place on this run to turn 1. Oh no. Oh no. It's not gonna work.
You okay?
Yeah. Just down the inside of someone towards turn 8 side by side with completely broken suspension. Like,
yeah.
Not really safe for either of us, to be fair. But I also, the opportunity was there to take the position and I got it, so we're okay. Thankfully, Emanuelek backed out because I was very nervous about how that was going to end.
Obviously knew who he was dealing with.
yeah, he knew the chaos that would ensue. Right, peak 13 then. 1 minute to go to hang on to this broken Porsche. We're gonna have a bit of time to prep for the next one, Ross.
Thank goodness. I did a low 20 there, so it's getting slightly better. Should be easier with a car that steers straight.
I think I'm running like 21s or something right now if I'm on a clean lap.
If you can't steer properly, then that's probably alright.
Yeah.
Ah, no! Turn 8!
Oh, it's so difficult when you can't just reset every time, isn't it? Oh.
I did hit the inside wall first.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Your car is toast. Well, I'll be the judge of that. Onwards I go.
Emanuelek is still right behind me, and it's a white flag. Oh. It's that bit when it lands. It's horrible. Oh. It's the wallowing from left to right on the straights that I don't think I can quite get. That probably isn't going to come across so much in the video, but the feeling I'm getting through my steering wheel when I get towards the braking zone coming off the straight, it's like the wheel is just rattling around and it feels like I've got absolutely nothing under me. It's so bizarre. Alright, one more time. No! Emmanuel X in the wall, that's fine. Just need to hold on a couple more corners. Rear-ended, but got away with it. Wow, terrible. Absolutely terrible. Not so proud of my opening 2 laps there. But we came 12th.
Oh.
I feel beaten up after that, to be honest.
Didn't go well. Okay.
Shall we get to practice it? Let's just see. I want to see how many people signed up for the Indy NXT race as well, but I think I want to get a practice session, and actually, that combo is going to be amazing once we're up to speed. I really do feel that.
Yeah, just let's will it into being amazing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I believe. I love the combo, so I really want to be good at it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it was actually, it was okay, like, once I got a few more laps under my belt.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be even better once, you know, our cars are not broken.
The race at 3:15 for the Indy NXT had 1 competitor, so I think, unfortunately, as much as I want to show St Pete more and do more races, I would if there was 15 people, right? But
yeah.
Or even if there was 10. But with 1 or 3 or just me and Ross, it's I think it's more fun to try and get good at Adelaide and try and have a proper race and not get wiped out and not wipe anyone else out. So I'm going to sign up for that one again. We've got a little bit of time to prep, and yeah, I'm going to do some practice and actually try and get good, and hopefully Ross can join me and we can do some running.
Yes, I have registered, so
Join practice.
let's jump in and do some pracky.
Push to pass. Let me just catch up. You mean Formula One, Terj, when you say push to pass? Okay. So you're trying to. So Lewis, am I right in saying that you're trying to switch your sleeping pattern to accommodate the Chinese Grand Prix? Because I mean, China's almost as bad as. Is it worse than Australia? China's usually like 3 or 4 in the morning, right? But this year it was Australia. Australia was 4 in the morning. I conked out midway through that sentence. No, the last shunt. I don't think... Oh, yeah. Sorry. I see what you mean. I don't think it was. I think he went deep on the brakes slightly, pushing. I went a bit cautious. I don't even think I went cautious, to be honest. I broke in the normal place. I think he was just pushing and hit me. Reason being, after he hit me up the rear, I managed to save the car, and then he seemed to back off. He didn't try and pass me. Like, he could have, I think, gone for a move there, and he didn't. So I think that was absolutely fine. That's going to be horrible for iRating and safety rating, probably, but that's the fun of it.
Yeah, I've not checked, so...
Let's see if we can get good at qualifying setup with a little bit of time before the next one. Let's see. Should we practice on the quali one or just practice on the race one? Maybe I should just practice on the race one.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
And just do race for quali. There's
Well,
I'm not seeing any fuel.
27 minutes.
Oh no, I do see fuel. Okay, so in that race, Ross, I think we probably had. I think I had loads of fuel in the race setup, to be honest. Yeah, fuel load was 15-minute race. 43 liters sounds like a lot.
Yeah. Where is the fuel?
It's in the chassis, so the middle section, in the front,
Oh,
so
yeah.
top left.
That's so clear.
So I think I'm going to go race setup and maybe 20 liters. I don't actually know how much I need. Nah, 20 won't do 50-minute race, will it? 25 liters maybe? 30?
I might just... Oh, no. Yeah. 50 minutes. Oh, it's a Porsche. It's not, like, super heavy on fuel.
Yeah.
Get really good MPG around Adelaide.
Let's try. I'm gonna try the. I'm gonna try 30 liters and see, and I'll leave the fuel thing up. I just want to, with a straight car, try and actually get good. That's the thing. Oh dear. Right.
Always away.
Now, conditions are different between the practice server and the race server, I think, in terms of like track pace. Oh my goodness, it's nice to have suspension again.
Oh, we're the only 2 people on this server. Sweet.
Oh. I hope you're not coming through turn 6.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
There we are.
I'll check up on the fuel in a little bit, just see how many estimated laps we get out of like 20 liters. Bearing in mind a lap is like 1 minute 20, and the race is only 15 minutes long, so it's not. You don't need that much really. Not that many laps.
Yeah.
I'll wait for Ross to get on my my flat spotted rear end.
You can go to the gym for that, you know.
I don't like the gym.
Oh. That's what I did on the first lap.
What,
The
go
rear
for the gym?
started to rotate. Yeah. Well, that explains a lot.
Confidence is what I need. That's it. Confidence to actually brake at the right point rather than just kind of going early and pathetically rolling into the corner. Whoa! That was new. Big bumps. Right, tires are still coming in. It's not quite the same car as Broadbent will be driving. I don't know what exact Porsche it was that Jimmy and...
I'm sure it's a Cup car.
It's not the newest one though, is it? It's not 992.2.
Is it not?
I might be totally wrong.
I thought it would have been because it had ABS and TC.
Oh, maybe it is then.
I just think that's the best thing for them. As in, like, sim racers.
I don't know what the car will have. Because it
Imagine it'd be, like, super difficult to drive, like, a previous gen Cup car without traction control or ABS.
Yeah, I think these guys are good enough. Like, if you had enough testing, it's not a problem, I think. It's probably harder on a sim than it is in real life. Not to, obviously, you've got all that risk of when it goes wrong, which you can't do in a sim, but generally speaking, it should be, the car itself, I'd imagine, as long as you're not, pushing the absolute limits of it all the time, in terms of trying to catch, Kevin Estra, it's going to be, I think it's going to be okay.
Yeah. Can you share details of your real-world racing adventures this year?
Well, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing this year. It's a very, very busy year in terms of stuff outside of racing and everything, so I'm not really committing to a certain amount of anything, really, but I do hope to be out in a single-seater again next month, so that'll be good. Doing some sprinting. And we still have a single-seater that's kind of in the garage at the moment, on the like in the build process, shall we say, which I'm very excited about for future. But that's not quite a this year thing probably, or at least not early this year. So we'll just have to see. But I could be out in something else anyway. So
nice.
We shall see. I'll probably post on my John Monroe Racing Facebook and stuff when I'm actually getting out there. It's been weird though, because I only did one event last year, which was the first time, well, it's the least I've done by a long shot since 2014, so it was a strange one.
So you're overdue.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Right, need to yield with this black flag, and then we'll try and get a kind of consistent race run going, see if we can get into the 19s comfortably. Some curbs you can kiss, and some you just have to completely avoid. That's what I'm finding.
That's my problem. Snogging too many curbs.
That first chicane is like, it's the margins
horrible.
are so small. That's the problem.
Yeah.
With all of this, like same there, turn 8. If I want to actually be flat out or be near the limit, it's all well and good me saying, yeah, just get really close, and I can do it. The problem is if I try and do that every lap of the race while there's external factors, while I'm chatting, while there's other cars around, I'm going to end up in the wall again. So that's obviously what makes the best drivers the best drivers, but you also need a bit of prep to get there. Okay. Right, full focus. Bit deep in the hairpin. Too much curb. That wasn't, I missed a couple of apex there, but it was a 19.4, so that's a bit more like it.
Nice. I'm nowhere near. You full throttle through turn 8?
No, breathing just to be safe. I don't want to bin it every lap when I'm trying to practice, so I'm just breathing off it. I'm going a bit too deep into the hairpin. Twice in a row now.
I found it easier to drive the V8 supercar through turn 8.
Yes, definitely. Because you have to brake or lift or whatever it was,
Yeah.
I can't remember. Whatever you have to do, you have to do it. But this car's tricky because you can do it flat, but it's more aero dependent, I think. Fuel-wise, by the way, 18 litres is estimated around about 9 laps. So it's just over 2 litres a lap, I think.
Alright. Good info.
Need to work out how many laps there will be, though. Oh, that's the one where I've gone deep twice in a row now, so I need to work there. But there's 19.4, 19.6. Not too bad. So 30 litres is going to be too much, because we're not going to do 15 laps. Maybe 12, 11 or 12 laps.
25 should be it. Should be fine.
Right, I've got another 3/10 into the hairpin. I've got a bit of time through here if I don't hit the curb too hard, for sure. So there's definitely a low 19 in there if I can hook it up. More aggressive through the last hairpin, I can always nail the throttle in first. So I need to be able to take advantage of that a bit more.
It's almost better to like hold fifth gear on the approach to that right-hand hairpin.
Which one?
One after turn 8. I guess you could call it turn 9.
Yeah, the one after turn 8, I knew exactly what you meant. If you said turn 9, I would have taken a minute. Okay, so I'm getting another corner wrong, but again, that's now... Yeah, we've got 9 sectors for 19.2, so it's coming down. First corner is the one as well where it's going to go wrong at some point, really, isn't it? As soon as you stop concentrating 100% through there, you cannot get as close to the barrier, and it's just scary.
I'm using third gear now.
Instead of fourth?
Just to get the nose turned in.
Hmm. Yeah, I think ultimately fourth's going to be quicker, but maybe third is better to find this. Yeah. Okay, so 19.4 with 30 litres. So we're gonna pit. How long have we got? 15 minutes? Yeah, we'll do one more run. Take a little bit of fuel out. I'm happy with that. Oh, sir, sorry, I was in full focus mode there. So sorry if I missed you, but hope you all hope you have a great weekend. I do hope everyone else has a great weekend too, but Terj is leaving, so you know, deserves a mention. Let's take out a little bit of fuel. I might go for like 28 litres to be safe, to be honest, or maybe 27.
Yeah.
28. I don't need to take it. The thing is that why am I fighting for an extra litre when it's my driving that's going to be making the difference? That's more the thing. So I think 28 litres is fine.
20, did you say?
28.
Yeah.
I think we're sitting P1 and P2 at the moment.
Yeah. I don't think we should read anything into that.
No, take it. Quick. What's the standards? Yeah, only 4 people have set lap times, and third place is 6 seconds off. So, yeah, quickly. Just don't look at the standings. Just look at the number.
Yeah. No, I've got a few tenths, like possibly 3 or 4 tenths, but I've not got. I can't do the times that you're doing. That's going to be some way off for me. So.
Sorry, Marco. A few of us have just ruined your lap there. Out the pit lane. Yeah, I don't know whether to go for a quali simulation, just because I think going up towards the front of the grid is probably quite important. But it's probably too late now. I've just jumped on the race setup. Someone else has spun in front of me. Like, I maybe should just stick to race, because then I know what I'm going to have underneath me and I can trust it. Whereas if I go quality setup, yeah, I could go faster, sure, but am I going to just then have to change what I'm doing, and that's going to put me out of rhythm?
Yeah, I think practice race.
And then qualify on race as well.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is to practice cold tyres.
Yeah.
They're so bad.
Yeah, first few laps are lethal.
This is good practice with my the wheel that I'm testing right now, which I can tell everyone about because the embargo is passed.
Nice.
So I'm using the SimMagic Alpha Evo Ultra, and it's 28 Newton meters.
So very nice.
Quite, it's enough, put it that way.
And how long have you been practicing it for? Is this day 1?
This is day number 4.
Nice.
Technically 3, because one day like I just never had a chance to do anything. So But yeah, it's really good. The review.
There you go. No need to read the website and see what's actually being said about it then.
Don't bother reading the article that I'm currently writing. No point. That's very good.
Excellent. I am also testing a new product right now, which you may or may not be able to see on stream. Let me just go full screen as I go through turn 8 so you don't see me crash. Can you see it? It's a Heusinkveld One steering wheel. So, let me just focus and not ruin this guy's lap. It's a Heusinkveld One.
Is sports socks. £2 for a pound.
Hopefully my socks aren't on screen, that would be terrifying. So this steering wheel, I'm on day 1.5 of, well, day 1 of testing, because I just tried it for half an hour or so yesterday. And there will be a review coming at some point. So there you go. Don't want to give any timescales. We just, obviously, with any of these things, we need to give it time. We need to actually test it properly, go through everything. But what I can say so far is it was very easy to set up and get working. And I've enjoyed using it today on stream. So there you go. That's the micro first impression review. Very chunky grips, which I'm still need to get used to. The thickness of the grips is the biggest kind of weirdness at the moment, let's say.
And of course that wheel was designed with ergonomics in mind. Exactly.
It's a sim racing first wheel, which is really cool. Rather than a replica of a real racing wheel, when people try to make it look like a real wheel, they're like, no, this is unique and it's designed for sim racing. And what I would say as well, to give away more, is that the kind of button caps that are on it by default and the placement of those buttons within a thumb's reach is absolutely fantastic. Oh, it's Ross in front of me. I didn't even realise. Hi, Ross.
Hello.
Nice Vegemite livery.
Thank you.
I've got my Blanchard Aaron Cameron Liquimolly livery on.
Of course, Vegemite is rhyming slang for how I'm performing. This is my outlap, so I'm not going to pull over. I'm just going to get in your way.
Perfect. Good practice. There's a lot of room on the exits here. I find you can get in the power quite early and kind of trust it, and it's okay with a bit of TC. Like obviously that means you can go faster on the way in potentially, but it does feel like I've got a lot of faith on, I can put the throttle down even before the apex, and I kind of know that I'm not going to run too wide. There's a lot of room. All right, following through turn 8.
Following through turn 8, yes.
Good practice.
Big left.
Wow, if you didn't say big lift, I honestly wouldn't have had a clue the corner was coming up. We need everyone in a Discord server during the race, and every time a car is going through, they just need to say big lift, and the car behind them will hopefully realise it's them. Right, we've got 5 or 6 minutes before we jump into the session here, so we're going to go for some decent laps at the end. It's awesome turn 1 when you get it right. Absolutely awesome.
Side by side with someone up to top.
I can see it. I can see it in the distance. There's 2 cars behind you as well.
Oh yeah, excellent. Yes. Oh no, yes.
Oh, I've done it again. Oh, I was on a push lap, so I decided to attack turn 8 and I've hit the inside wall. Jesus wept. Meatball. Did you survive, by the way? I think you did.
Yes.
Oh. Right, 5 minutes to go. I'm going to do 1 quali simulation. just to see. Ruin all my confidence. Ruin my feel for the car. For the lols. For the mega lols.
Mega lols.
Right. Sorry guys, I've been very locked in with this qualifying, or well, not qualifying, but it's practicing, because me and Ross need to find some pace and consistency. Consistency mainly. This is a little look at the car livery, by the way, which I think is very nice indeed. Right. Let's see if the quali car is actually much faster and easy to drive safely or not. Cool tires. Cool tires. This car is a huge learning curve, though. To be good at this, driving this car, I think it's going to take a lot. Oh, hello.
Yep. I find it so difficult.
So, Lewis, who do you think is going to win China? I mean, that's a silly question. It's going to be, we're all going to say George Russell. Give me some interesting predictions for China, or give me your thoughts. Did you enjoy the first race in Australia? Do you think this one's going to be just as enjoyable? Do you think it's going to be more? Do you think it's going to be less? That's a lot of questions in one comment, but I just want to know your opinions on the new regs based on one very small sample size of Melbourne. Do you remember in 2010 we thought everything was going to be terrible because of Bahrain, and the next race was an absolute classic, and then you've had the opposite as well. Bahrain sometimes produces amazing racing and then everything's boring after, so...
Oh dear.
Okay, cold tyres you cannot push as much through the first chicane. That's what I needed to do last time. Gonna get one more lap in.
Dear.
I think the key maybe for turn 8 is just lifting a little earlier, like feathering it, but just being a bit more off throttle sooner in the corner so that you're fully, you can nail your line and just be absolutely precise. That's the key. Lose a tenth or two. I'm gonna get one coil lap here.
It just feels like it's got so much more grip to give, and then you try and carry all the speed through, and it just it doesn't work.
The line between like loads of speed and massive understeer is just small. I think the aero is at its limit and it's just very, very borderline.
Yeah. This time need to remember to load the setup. Tweaking bits and pieces on the old force feedback as well.
Oh yeah.
The fierce feedback.
The fierce sphere.
Fierce feedback. Just to get a feel for exactly what the wheel is doing.
Ah, done it again.
Interesting.
Yeah, is it giving you what you want?
I think so. I mean, iRacing's quite a difficult sim for me. Like, I've never been like fully comfortable with it, with how it feels and how the cars feel in it. So, but I've always thought like the force feedback's really quite powerful.
Yeah.
So it's quite interesting going from the NXT car to this. The steering feel was like so much lighter in comparison. So I've had to actually make it a bit heavier.
I've done exactly the same with my Simucube. I've got a dial now on my control box, which is next to me, where I can adjust the force feedback on the fly. and I had to turn up. So for the Indy NXT, I had it at a certain level, at like 11 or 12 newton meters, maybe less. And then for the Porsche Cup car, I've had to turn it up by two notches because it's a lot lighter. So yeah, we're both feeling the same thing, but now with modern direct drive, you know, adjustability, we can kind of sort that.
Nice.
I'm just watching back my fastest lap, and other than a terrible mistake in the hairpin where I've gone in too deep and lost a lot of time, and the corner after as well, it's actually quite nice. Like I'm close to the walls, I'm hitting the apex, I'm in control. It's, like everything seems pretty good. So I think I'm not consistently fast yet, but I'm like I can either be consistently okay or I can be fast inconsistently. So I think it's better than where I was at half an hour ago.
Oh, that's progress.
There's the missed apex, so that's the big mistake in our fastest lap there. Oh, qualifying. Right, we can join the session now, Ross.
Sweet. Right,
Lewis. Let's see, I'm going to save the replays just so I've got hot lap footage, or medium tepid lap footage. Enjoy isn't the right word. I think we need to clarify, we need to clearly distinguish between overtaking versus changing of position. Yeah, that's totally fair. I enjoyed the swapping of positions, but not because I thought, oh, wow, amazing overtakes. I just enjoyed the fact that there was cars switching places, like, and it's kind of it's not something you can explain. It's just like, oh, the excitement of someone else taking the lead and then maybe them being able to fight back. Like, that's fun to watch. It didn't necessarily matter that much that it wasn't, that the passes were being made on charge or anything like that, because the drivers have the same amount of battery for a whole lap. So I fully understand that it's not like if someone deploys it in the first half of the lap, they're obviously going to overtake someone who doesn't, and then vice versa, the other person can deploy it the second half of the lap and overtake them. So I get that they're both equaling each other out. No one's doing a better job than the other person. It might result in two switches of position, but as much as that's not as good as, like, great battling where everything's fair and there's great overtaking, it's Formula One. You don't get that very often because of the way Formula One is structured, because qualifying is linear, because the cars have a lot of downforce, because the drivers are all the best in the business, and each car is different. You generally, Formula One, it's very difficult to see lots of genuine overtaking unless you do what they did in 2012 and give you fudge tires. So, and that's not authentic either. If someone's running on tires that are 6 seconds a lap slower than a new set, that's not real racing either. You could argue, because it's about the car and its mechanics and its lack of grip. So there are so many different arguments you can take. I enjoyed the first 10 minutes of the Grand Prix a lot, even though I acknowledge that it's not kind of like traditional racing. And then I thought the second half of the Grand Prix was pretty boring because of the way the cars got split up. But one thing I would acknowledge that I've not heard too many people say is, normally when there's a new rule set with a new generation of cars, everyone gets very excited because everything's different and new and the pecking order can change and there's unpredictability, but also the gaps between car speed grows because everyone's further away from the ceiling and therefore the gaps are bigger, right, until people work it out. So the same as we saw in 2014, the same as we saw in 2009, etc., etc. But what I like is that even after a big reg change, most of the field, let's say at least the top 4 teams, are all pretty close. Yes, Mercedes are out in front, but they're not winning by a minute. Maybe McLaren are a little bit off, but let's wait and see. But I think the 4 teams at the front could all be within striking distance with a few improvements. And then the midfield battle's good. Now, if that's on year 1 of a regulation set, if we've got these regulations, which is scary for some people to think about, for a number of years, that's only going to get closer, you would imagine. So that's something that's a good starting point. But then, yeah, the cars are a bit weird, and it is weird to watch them slowing down in the straight and all this kind of stuff. So I honestly have mixed feelings, really. Mixed feelings.
Yeah, I think, is DRS any more or any less kind of fake than, this reliance on battery technology? I think it's fine. So, okay, go ahead.
No, just, I think DRS, you only get it when you're within a second, and then if you pass someone, they don't automatically get it back unless they're within a second within a DRS range. So for me, that's less authentic than battery, where everyone's got the same and it's how you use it. Does that make sense? That's just my opinion on that.
Yeah. I think the key thing as well is the actual side-to-side battling that we saw in the first few laps was really good.
Yes.
Yeah, they were all using battery at different times, but that's quite strategic, isn't it?
They were still side by side into the braking zones, right? And they were still defending.
They're still doing 180 miles an hour on a narrow piece of track, side by side.
Having to get a good exit from the corner before as well,
which is quite cool.
Yeah.
I think as teams develop that technology more, I think it'll be less of an issue. I think we're just seeing it in its like infancy almost.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting. Well, I'm happy to chat a little bit more about it later because it's fascinating. But qualifying is underway. So, can Ross and I not put it on the back row of the grid, basically? If we were even in the same split, I don't know.
Yeah, we are.
Excellent. I'm not confident, but I'm less unconfident.
Good word.
I'm less deconfident. Deconfitized. Is that better? I'm going to stop. We're qualifying. Right, cold tires, lap 1, remember? Solid if unspectacular banker so far. We'll remain focused for the next one. No mistapex. Same two corners catching me out there.
I ruined my fast lap.
I got a valid one in. It's a 19. It could have been a lot better. Two big mistakes, but it's a 19.6. So it's going to be mid-pack. I've not looked yet. I did touch the wall.
Okay.
Oh, it's not giving me the time.
Oh.
Oh, because I touched the wall, it's not giving me the time. I would have been second, but instead I'm 5th. But obviously everyone's still to go, so that's disappointing.
Yeah, I just did a 21.6 banker lap and then
Messed up second.
Yeah, cut turn 1 chicane.
Oh, that's frustrating because yeah, we're sitting P5 on a 20.468, exactly the same time to the 1000th as the car in P4. Yeah, my lap time, which I lost a bit. I basically touched the wall in turn 8, lost a little bit of time, and I got a contact time 0, but I did a 19.6, which would have been second on the grid at the moment, and it didn't count it because of the contact. So that's disappointing. I'm going to go and grab my glass of water, which I forgot about, but this much better than the previous one, right? For both of us, to be fair.
It could get much worse, to be honest.
We've both, it's our banker that's counted for both of us there, which is a shame. But yeah, I'm going to go grab my glass of water.
Dagnabbit.
Back in a minute or so, guys.
I'm still here though. Hey. And I have nothing to say. So far, John is P6 and I am P9 on the grid. But there's still 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 drivers to set lap times. Oh no, I'm now P11, John's P7. And we'll probably plummet down order there. Yes, Spatial Dragon, it is Adelaide.
I am back. And I heard you say Adelaide.
Adelaide.
Right, I feel a little bit better now. I would have been 4th with my second lap. And that's 4th with two, like, let's call them, you know, a couple of mistakes that would have cost me 3 or 4 tenths. So without those mistakes, we'd be looking at 3rd. With the mistakes, 4th. Obviously, I touched the wall, so I'm like 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. So right in the middle. But there are more people in this race, Ross. There's 24 drivers. So you are, we're both in the top half. Can you believe it?
Scarcely.
Hey, Spatial Dragon.
Yeah, it makes me frightened more than anything.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I've actually, this is my first online racing experience of Adelaide. Because when we did that video, we were basically, you know, we were messing around in our own server and stuff like that, and that was great fun. And we were telling the story of the circuit, but I didn't actually do any official races because I was off for Christmas. So this will be the first. I mean, that last one was the first race around Adelaide, and as a race circuit, it's rough, isn't it? Like it's difficult to follow. I mean, how imagine you're in a supercar in real life, and you're following a train of cars through turn 8 at full chat, like.
Yeah. Who is going to come out?
Terrifying. Okay, gridding up.
Yeah.
Welcome, Spatial Dragon. Yeah, this is, yeah, so as you know, it's Adelaide, and this is a new track to the service as of December last year, let's say. So relatively recent. Have you remembered your setup this time, Ross?
Yes.
Yay. Yeah.
I'm starting to understand this sim racing lark.
Sorry, can I just also say, Spatial Dragon, that last comment, you want great racing, V8 supercars are the best. Totally agree. I've been getting up and watching all the races this year when I can, and I'm watching them all on. I've got my subscription. I'm watching all the practice. Like, I'm totally invested in supercars this year, and I was last year to a lesser extent, but this year I'm obsessed. And WRC is the other one that I will watch every stage. So they're probably I would say at the moment, they're my 2 favorite motorsport series. Like, genuinely. V8 supercars or supercars and WRC. I think that's number 1 and number 2 for me right now.
Yeah. I've been watching V8 supercars since like the early 2000s when it was on Motors TV.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just so good. Me and my dad used to watch it all the time. It was like the Stone Brothers, is it the...
Yeah.
But they Ford Falcon.
Ford. The Stone Brothers Fords.
Ambrose and
yeah.
Winterborn.
Oh, here we go.
Races about to start.
I used to watch on Motors TV as well, but not follow the whole season, just catch the odd race. Okay, we're underway.
God.
Fairly aggressive at the start, not crazy, but I got 2 places.
Oh no! I've been spun around.
No! Cold tires through turn 8. Fine. I'm sorry, Ross, that sucks.
Bums.
Hopefully I come back from the rear though.
Seems unlikely.
Nah, you're more in the zone now, and your qualifying was fine. You'll be alright. People will make mistakes. It might be us.
Mostly me. Again.
Right, head down, John. P6, I think, on the opening lap. Something like that.
Well done.
Let's try and have a normal, authentic race this time, and not just the chaos that unfolded last time. Seem to have a bit more pace than Faisal in front of me. It's just trying to find an overtaking spot that's sensible is the challenge right now. It's going to be a slowdown for Faisal, surely. No? Maybe he'll serve it in a minute. I think that's got to be a slowdown. Whoa. No, apparently not.
Oh, this guy just come out the pit straight in front of me and just blocked me.
Oh no.
Went for a move and he just shut the door, so he got spun out. Sorry, not sorry.
I think I got rear-ended slightly. Just want to survive this little scrap. Lewis is looking very racy, trying to get through, and I just didn't want to get involved in anything there. That's fine. Lewis has more pace than Faisal anyway, so I'm happier following Lewis in the same position. We've got a big gap out in front though. So let's see what we can do now. Don't know how fast Lewis is, but we'll find out. Now I've got the slowdown though. You can just, so maybe this is what Faisal did. You can just kind of drip that slowdown by being a little bit safe through the next few corners.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've got it down from 1.1 to 0.6 without actually doing it deliberately. Come on. Yield. There we go.
Yield!
I feel like I've ended up losing more, but anyway.
I'm catching the pack.
Right, head down. It's just not worth pushing too hard and getting a slowdown, is it? It's really tricky. Because you lose a second or two. Probably 2 seconds there I lost there. Still Faisal behind me though, so that's fine. We know we've got pace there, so let's try and get into a rhythm now. Consolidate this P6. 3.6 behind Lewis. So that's the gap I'm going to keep an eye on. See if we have the pace or not. Okay. Timothy has got past Faisal behind us, so we've got to watch that as well. Oh, horrible on that curb. Just slightly out of rhythm. Need to fix that. So easy to turn in too late for the first corner. You can never get it back. You getting any good battles, Ross?
Oh yeah. Just working up to this pack here. Looks like it's kicking off, so gonna get some leftovers.
I was too deep into the braking for the hairpin a few times in quali, so now I'm going too early every time. I'm just really struggling to find that sweet spot. I've lost a lot of time. Sun's gone. Need to focus here because Timothy is catching.
I'm now in a battle.
Whee!
Whoa! I'm out of a battle.
Who binned it?
Just about.
Yeah, I'm with you, Lewis. It's a bit weird, isn't it? It's a bit weird, the slowdown. I think Ross has an opinion on that as well. Not a big fan.
It's terrible.
Oh, speaking of terrible. Inside wall turn 8 again.
Unrealistic. Oh no.
And then too early on the brakes. Oh, Timothy's right there now. That's totally on me. It's so difficult. I'm not fast right now, guys. I'm not as fast as I was in quali. Lewis is totally caught up with the guy in front, though, so we could still get a top 5 if they mess up.
Just avoid a spinning car there.
I just need to relax, I think, a little bit. I think being tense in this is not good.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Don't know if putting a lap timer up's a good thing or not. Probably not. Turn it back off. Can't believe I got away with the inside wall hit, though. I didn't hit the outside wall. That's better. That's what we want through the hairpin. I'm running 219, so I'm not actually too slow. Not as slow as I thought I was. Shows how many people didn't get a good quali lap in though.
Yeah.
Get rid of that again. Got Timothy to fend off for 3.5 minutes. Really get off the brake to get the rotation just on the way into a corner to be able to power out of it. It's very, the car's very weight transfer dependent, I think. So you steer it a lot with the throttle on the brake. Yeah, Lewis is flying, he's rapid. Ooh. It's been a much better showing than the first race, we'll put it that way. Far from perfect, but much, much better.
Tasty little 5-car battle ahead. Side by side through turn 8.
Good luck. You're not in it, are you?
Oh, hit the wall.
I keep getting lap time hungry. Like, I keep being on a decent lap, or it feels like a good lap, checking it, and then making a mistake because I'm checking it. It's so stupid. Can't help myself. I know this isn't good for me, guys, but I'm doing it anyway, because I can't help it. I hate not knowing how I'm doing lap time-wise. And I've clearly turned off my spotter / engineer. He's not said a word to me all day. 50 seconds to go, come on. White flag. Timothy 4/10 behind still. Relax through turn 8. Better. No. John, you idiot. Oh, I got away with it. Wow. No. John, you idiot again. What's it about those 2 corners when I'm on a good lap? Every time. Wow, he's going to do it. Wow. Come on, Timothy. That's that's absolutely brutal. And a bit ridiculous. But, yeah. Bump and run on the last corner. No mercy. Down to P7, and I didn't brake early there. I was on a normal point. So very similar to the previous race, except this time he absolutely took it instead of letting me have the position. But it is what it is. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It's all a bit of fun. Oh, P7. That was a better race though, wasn't it? Much, much better for me. Ross across the line. Yeah, that was a bit shameless, wasn't it? It was a little bit. I haven't really had a problem with the other things because you don't know whether it's a mistake or not, but that's kind of like, you know, bump someone off, take the position.
P7, well done.
Yeah. Whew. We missed the other race by a minute.
If you're talking, I can't hear you.
Oh.
You might have muted me.
Is that better?
That's it.
I don't know how I did that. Oh, I know why. It's because the mute button's right above my lap time button. How long have I been quiet for?
You went silent for like probably the last 2 laps.
Ah, okay. Yeah. It got a bit feisty. Yeah, I got bump and run, like shamelessly bump and run on the last corner, the last lap. So it was P6 really, but it is what it is. Pace was really stronger in that one though. I was getting consistent lowish 19s, and then I was on a really good lap at one point where I could have done an 18.7 or an 18.8 towards the end, and because of that, I pushed and I nailed turn 8. And because of that, I then went in too deep to the hairpin, probably because I was carrying more speed, and then messed up the corner after it, and yeah, it was a shame. But yeah, it was an improvement. It was an improvement. Like, yeah, I agree, guys, but I've seen much worse. I've seen much worse, so I'm not going to go too ham on Timothy. But it was, yeah, it's not the best, is it? But it's just, it is a simple bump and run, which used to happen in like touring car racing, and it was kind of allowed. And obviously it got stamped out because it's not fair in any way. And if I'd have broken really early to the last corner, I would have had a little bit more sympathy. But I wasn't braking early; I was braking in my normal spot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, unfortunately for me, the first lap, I turned around into the wall, and it damaged the rear.
I'll watch your replay.
So my fastest lap was, I think it was only 20.4, which is like, it's not even as fast as what I did in the previous race. So I hope it's all down to that.
Yeah, the track was alright, because I felt like I wasn't going very fast, but I was being quite consistent, and I looked at my lap times, and I was kind of like doing mid-19s, so it was better than I thought it was. So I think the track was actually okay, so it might have just been that. I'm seeing it. You would have got a fair bit of damage from that. When I say a fair bit, I mean like, you would have got some damage from it. Let me just watch it again in normal speed.
Yeah, the rear ring was a bit bent.
Yeah, nothing, I mean, literally nothing you could have done about that whatsoever. Oh yeah,
and then
you've got clear damage to your rear panel.
On the following lap or lap after, I think it was turn 5. A car came at the pits. A lapped car came at the pits. It was really slow, so it was like it was kind of dilly-dallying. I wasn't sure if he was trying to let me through or something like that. So I went for the inside move, and then he just turned in, and I sent him into the scenery. So
I will.
Yeah.
Would you like me to show that? Let me find it. What lap was it on?
Yeah,
did you say?
You can do. Yeah. I think it was 2 or 3. I'm going to load up the replay and have a look. But basically, the guy comes at the pits right in front of me. And it's like, ah! And he's slow for a couple of corners. And it's like, it looked like he was sort of slowing down to let me through down the inside. So I just went for it, and he just turned.
That was
turned
bold.
In. I mean, if his spotter said "car on your right," then that absolves me of all guilt.
That was bold. That was bold. I don't even know if he's obviously a bit slow into the corner, right? He's low on pace for the first few corners, so I wonder if he has damage. But then, yeah, you've there's no other word for it. You've gone for it. I like the little easing off the brake as well to try and roll in this. But it does look like, I mean, in terms of where you brake for that corner, Yeah, I get it. Like, because it was very, very early. But then, yeah, he's clearly not seen you. I mean, I'm going to watch back my first lap because I made a couple of nice moves. And someone almost ended up in the wall, I think. Let's see. So the start was pretty average. I was very careful for the first chicane. That's fine. Didn't lose any spots. But then here I went outside line for turn 3 so that I could then have the inside line for turn 4. But I was already clear, which I didn't realise. Then the white car in front of me gets a bit of a tank slapper, so we snuck down the inside of that one. And then just on the exit here, oh, I was absolutely fine. I was worried I hadn't left enough room, but there was loads of room. And then what was the other incident really? The only other one was, oh, the battle for position was very interesting. This is it here. Let's see. I think you're right, Lewis. I think you're right. This was the one where, yeah, I wasn't sure what to do, so I kind of like had a little look down the inside, backed out of it, and Lewis was coming in hot behind, so I got a perfect little apex there. This was nice. I'm going to go with Lewis, though, because Lewis was just like, I'm going to send it down the inside. I got the switchback, but it wasn't enough of a run. That was the mistake. And then, yeah, look, this is it. So I'm now on the outside. I've got the overlap, but I didn't know how far alongside the car was because my spotter wasn't on for whatever reason. That's my bad. I didn't realise I'd turned it off. Oh, wow, okay. Does Lewis actually hit him? I'm finally trying to understand what's going on here. If I go in the gearbox... No, the nose. Maybe a little bit, actually. So maybe that was actually Lewis pushing Faisal. And then I was kind of actually the unlucky party in that, to be fair. So I made a clean move, round the outside, leaving space. Faisal backs off. Lewis hits him trying to do a cutback, which then knocks him a little bit into me. Maybe. I then run wide, and then Lewis takes position, but then I get it all back anyway. Yeah, Faisal was being very safe, which is fair, and I've snuck to the inside. Cool. Nothing really too bad in there at all. Just close racing with a few cars at different speeds, to be fair. And then the last lap was the other incident. Did you have any other incidents, Ross, that are worth noticing? Any other sending anyone into space?
No. Not in this race.
Let's see this bump and run. So you brake just after the white line or on it? Yeah, I was definitely okay. Timothy's just missed his braking point, but yeah. Have a look on the YouTube stream right now, Ross, and you'll see what I mean.
Yeah, I'm watching it now.
So at full speed.
Yeah, you should have gave that back.
Because I braked after the white line, that's a normal space, even if he missed his braking point. And to be fair, he's hit me square not to ruin it, but then he's accelerated into that gap and almost cut me off there, almost had a crash. But in iRacing, you get punished with safety rating points. You don't have to give, no one says give back the position if you get a 4x 4x because it just doesn't work. So I it's fine, but it's just slightly annoying. What was the hairpin move, Lewis? The switchback. I can't remember what hairpin move. I don't think I did any other hairpin moves, maybe. I can't remember. Anyway, that was fun. First proper race at Adelaide, first race in the Cup car. Wow, that's a challenge. Like, that is taxing. That is taxing. It's like, I love racing at Adelaide, and nothing changes after that experience. Like, that was awesome. But what I would say is it's actually even harder than I envisaged to do. To be fair, the second race was a lot better than the first, so it showed it was possible. I think I had no incident points in the second race, even though I did touch the wall on the inside at turn 8 and have that incident in the last corner. So it was top split as well, out of 2 splits. Wait, that was top split, Ross. Wow. P7 and top split, eh? And P16.
Amazing.
Fastest lap, I mean, they're doing low 18s out in front, 18.0, that's wild. I'm just realising no one on the stream can actually see this. My apologies. There you go. There's the results.
I can't envisage a low 118.
No. I think I can envisage a high 18. I had it there. I have it there with some guts and some silence and some pure focus and forgetting I'm doing a stream, I think. Then maybe, but I mean, the guys who are doing low 18s, their iRating's like 4 to 6k or 4,600, 5,000. So that's your kind of benchmark. So actually, all things considered, I think we're doing fine. We're doing absolutely fine. and the safety rating went up. Probably went down from the previous one. I actually want to find out how bad the previous race was before we close off.
Yeah, I think the old safety rating's taking a bit of a beating today.
It has. Where do I find results and stats? Let's see. The Indy NXT one didn't count, so that's fine. I had 10 incident points. Oh, yeah. This was the other one, guys. Minus 18 iRating. So we've gained iRating, that's fine, but I lost 0.3 safety rating. And then didn't gain that back. So it's been a negative day for safety rating. It's been a positive day for iRating. I'll take it. But yeah. Lewis. Sorry, I did see that question and then I kept getting distracted. Yeah, so I need to see Baldwin. Baldwin's incredible. I need to see what he does. I think the curbs at Adelaide, and I'm sure Ross would agree, are very, very dependent on the car. Like the Indy NXT, for example, at St Pete could not take the curbs, or it could maybe a little bit, but it's very sketchy. Whereas the V8 supercar can demolish the curbs. I think the Porsche, I thought anyway, you need to kind of go around a lot of the bigger curbs and then just kiss some of the smaller ones or the angled ones. It felt like different corners had different things, but I think with more testing, I maybe should have taken the curb on entry to turn 4. I was just playing it a little bit more cautiously. Are you meaning the braking curb though? Are you meaning the curb on the left when you slam on the brakes? Or
yeah,
I think you probably mean the braking.
I think that's
curb.
what it means. Yeah.
So there's something I could have learned just from common sense. I didn't even try it, and it's probably because I was so focused on the entry to the corner and the apex and everything. I didn't even venture onto that curb, which in theory should make more sense because it's wider. It opens up the corner a little bit more. So there you go. It probably doesn't unsettle the car. If Baldwin's doing it, it probably doesn't unsettle the car because even though he's absolutely rapid and could catch a car, he's not going to do anything that's going to make it worse. So if he's doing it, it's probably a good reason for it. So yeah. Thank you so much for joining me for this stream. It's been a lot of fun. I was hoping to do a little bit more St. Pete racing, but honestly, what can you do when there's no one setting up for the races? That is partially because we're in the UK, so time zones and stuff are not suited for American-style racing as much, but also it just seems like Indy NXT wasn't that popular, and everyone seemed to be doing the Porsches at Adelaide, which, to be fair, was a great combo. So that is what it is, but you still got a chance to see St. Pete if you haven't seen it already, and it is a good addition to iRacing service, for sure. Any new street circuit that's popular in real-life motorsport, especially at the upper echelon, whether it's Cup Series, whether it's IndyCar, DTM. DTM's not. Is DTM still upper echelon? That's up for debate. But you get what I'm trying to say. Any kind of major circuit is good to see in a sim. And it seems like a very nice, as you'd expect, version of St. Pete. And I think there's going to be a lot of fun racing there. There's also going to be a lot of concrete eating. So beware. I'm going to wrap things up just before 5 o'clock. Ross, thank you so much for joining me on this. Hopefully you've enjoyed your racing and driving around and general tomfoolery.
I have both endured and enjoyed.
It's been good. We have a video coming out on the Traction channel in 2 minutes, so I'm going to wrap this up beforehand. If you're interested in rallying, if you want to know what rally games are out there, Ross has done his research and he's come up with a list, and we've turned it into a video. So check out the video that comes out in a few minutes. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. And enjoy the Grand Prix, enjoy the WRC, enjoy your sim racing this weekend. And thanks for all the comments and stuff. See you later.
Goodbye.